I never know what I'll find. But honestly, that's the best part. It might be something small, something forgotten, buried in the earth for decades or even centuries. But the second I uncover it, there's a rush, a thrill, because I know I've just brought a piece of the past back to life. Every discovery tells a story. Some are tied to history, others to lost treasure. But it's not just about the find. It's about the moment, that feeling, and sharing it with people who really understand the excitement. That's what makes this more than just a hobby. It's a passion, a connection, a community.
If you love metal detecting, you'll love Treasure Hunting magazine. Each month, we bring you a brilliant mix of real-life stories, expert tips, amazing finds, and all the inspiration you need to get out and enjoy the hobby. Written by detectorists, it's packed with useful info to help you read the land, improve your finds, and figure out what you've discovered. Whether you're just starting out in the hobby or you've been detecting for years, there's something for everyone. To subscribe to the UK's favourite metal detecting magazine, visit treasurehunting.co.uk today.
It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, it's the Big Detecting Show.
It certainly is. Thank you, Mr. Barnes. Good evening, darling. How are you?
Hello, dear. How are you?
Flued up.
Oh, dear. COVID.
But I'm a big boy and I don't go,
You are a big boy.
I can't do the show tonight. Like some people.
Dona's ill, but
I'm just
she's at
messaging
home
you both
resting.
at the moment. Hold on. You'll like this one.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got a really good show tonight, haven't we, Dave? And something which existed probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it was ahead of its time. But tonight we've got some people on which have had something going for a while. I've got it, Dave's got it, and it's very exciting, and it's free. So
It is.
Keep on watching if you're in the chat. If you've
And
got
we
any
believe-
questions, hold back on the questions.
And we believe all of you will appreciate it and probably sign up for it as well. And if you don't, you should. Shouldn't they?
Yeah. Yes, they should, because I think, how can I put it? Social
It's
media is
something else that's free for the hobby, and it takes us away from all the claptrappery of Facebook and such like.
Gordon. If you're 72 watching the show tonight and you don't do social media, and your grandkids have bought you a Samsung A10 or an iPhone SE, download this app, go to the website, which we'll put up below at the bottom, and you'll be able to not have to deal with adverts and you can just go out detecting and share your finds with people. So
Tut.
we'll get
I always
into
like
that.
it when you say that word. Tut.
Tut. Well, it is tut, isn't it? Yeah. If you Google it, slang. Yeah.
So what's been happening in the world of metal detecting otherwise this week? You've been out. You sent us a picture of you out and about with the Vanquish.
Vanquish 560, and I'll tell you what I love, the MindLab ML60 headphones. I've got them here. They're just charging. Put on the Vanquish. Unfortunately, I went on probably the worst site I could go on with it. Heavily iron infested site. And it's very hard because I'd normally have a higher end machine for my personal use, and I'll be able to calculate and manipulate it. But obviously, the Vanquish is limited to what you can do. But it performed well. It found me stuff, and it's different to the 540. I don't quite know where at the moment, but it was a good. It's better to hold. It's rechargeable battery, obviously, of course, but these headphones made a big difference, especially with the hot weather.
Adrian, we've had one of them weird comments that me and you can't get our head around. Very peculiar when people say things like that. We appreciate it, but we just don't get it.
Oh, he's the guy we met. Do you remember the public baths we went to, me and you? And we only had enough money for one bath. He paid for us to share a bath. Really nice guy.
I know the one.
Yeah, it's really nice of him. But went out with the Vanquish 560. Again, MindLab have done a good job.
So have you thought about actually taking the 540 and the 560 out, not so much to test them alongside each other, but to see what the differences is between them?
I did, David. I took both of them out, and I'm going. Do you know what? It's really weird. You know, when you first buy a car,
hold on. No, sorry, you've done it now, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done it.
Carry on.
Whether it's a company car or a car you bought because you're on a budget or you've got loads of money, straight away you get in and you think, I don't like this, and then suddenly it grows on you and you love it. I love the Vanquish 540. And Crawford's actually have got an amazing deal at the moment. I think it's like 399 quid, which if you're new to the hobby, I highly recommend you buy that machine. Or if you can afford it, get the latest one, but it's quite a bit more money. But yeah, it's just simple, easy to use, lightweight. And we'll see what I find and how I get on with it. It's not going to be an in-depth field test because it's pretty much turn it on and go machine. There's no faffing about. There's a few issues I've found already, but they're not major. But like I said, it's MindLab. It's going to work, and it does. So yeah, and I'm going out tomorrow with the Vanquish 540 and the 560 as well on a different permission. So we'll see how it goes. But metal detecting, the largest hoard of Celtic gold coins was found just over there near me in Britain, literally 5-minute walk, and they found two more this week. Two more. Well, they didn't.
They announced this week, didn't they?
It was about 3 months ago, and I saw the archaeologists digging a pit near it, and they found 2 gold status. So that's quite interesting. Because
there's been a lot of news this past week. I send most of the metal detecting news over to Tony Kaywood, who puts it out on Metal Detecting News, and our sponsors on the podcast, by the way, who there's been a hell of a lot throughout the world this week. There was one before, I can't even remember what it was now, but I sent him one about 10 minutes before the show started. So, yeah, lots of news throughout, lots of new machines, lots going on at Garrett that we don't actually know about. There's all sorts going on in the metal detecting world, which we've spoke about previously.
There's the new XP machines, which are coming out very shortly, and I hope to get one in the next week or so, or both in the next week or so. And when I get them, I'll bring them on the show and show you the differences. I think probably a week or two. I'm going to get both those XP machines, which really, really interesting because they're tapping the market. Sort of XP's been sort of, you got your basic machines there, and then you've got sort of XP ORX or AUX. Then you got Deus, and then you got the Deus 2. It's like, where are these two going to fit? So it's quite interesting. They could be up there, or they could be up there. So,
I can't remember. It's some American YouTube buffoon, Nugget Nonce or something. He's had the he's had the.
I'm having that. I'm having that. He's signing up to that. Right.
He's had the new. You can have that as your YouTube.
Yeah.
He's had the new gold machine. I've seen him plastering that all over sponsored videos and such like. From Nocta.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's the Nocta single frequency as well,
which they're developing. So it's brilliant for the hobby. We got so many new machines coming out this year. I think Garrett. We had Dawn on the show last week, and she's talking about Garrett working on another machine. So that'll be interesting as well. It's all fun, isn't it?
It is. Fun. And then we have the smaller people, the likes of Mr. Dempsey's currently trialing a new product, which he's just trialing I think you're working with him on something behind the scenes. And we're not going to spoil it for Graham because that's his thing to deal with. And then the biggest noise of the past 24 hours is that Rodney Cook Memorial have announced 2 No Thrills events and potentially a 1-day event. So finally the dates have been released, which you can find over on Facebook. In fact, I'm on Facebook now, so I just put the Rodney Cook in. Not the Rodnet. So the Rodney Cook Memorial.
If you go on the website, it's there as well. RodneyCookMemorial.co.uk. The dates are there.
So it's the 4th to the 6th of September. Nearest main town is Newbury in Berkshire. And the 18th to the 20th of September is nearest town is Cirencester in Gloucestershire. Both events will be going on sale at the end of May, and tickets will be limited to both events. Please note that both events are cost, harvest, and weather dependent, and they're also looking at a 1-day in October. And we are also glad to tell you that Gary and John will be joining us next week to discuss all things with the updates on RCM, Adrian. Am I right in saying?
They're going to be with. I spoke to Gary today, very briefly. I had a long chat with him. It's looking good. New land. I won't say never been detected before, but that's what I was told, and I strongly believe that from what Gary said. So it'll be good. All Rodney Cook rallies bring up stuff, and more importantly, with
Adrian,
with Detectable on pause this year, it'll be interesting how quick the tickets get sold out. Even though it's a no frills, but do you know what?
Do you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Wayne Rollins has just put in the chat, and Gary has chosen the furthest route for me to walk to.
Oh, Gary's there. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
But do you know what, Dave?
What, Adrian?
Next year is 10 years since the RCM.
That's right, yeah, it is.
So what's going to happen?
So we will see Gary and John next week to learn all about that. And now we've got to bring on this week's guest because they're not there. Oh, he sat there. Look at him rushing to get back.
He's on the toilet. Been on the toilet.
Put the hats on quick. He's
got a cleaning pencil hat. It's got a cleaning pencil hat.
Limited edition, special for the show.
Somewhere.
So many of you in the chat will know Si, who's on the left. On the right. Si Webber from Stop Wishing Go Digging. And Matt, you're obviously a part of the Stop Wishing Go Digging team. So I'll let Matt introduce himself first.
Well, basically, I've known Simon for about 10 years now, haven't I? And you first got me into metal detecting a little while ago, and we basically during COVID and stuff, we were doing a few bits and stuff where we were allowed and stuff, and then things kind of died down, and then recently I've got back into metal detecting, so he asked me to do the app for him, so I got the app done, and yeah, I've started going out digging a bit more as well, so enjoying that. That's been really nice, to be fair, but it's really, really good for mental health. I think it's getting out, especially I work in an office. It's good to get out into the field and do some digging and stuff. So yeah, it's been good. So yeah,
instrumental in making it happen. Adrian works in an office, but he doesn't wear pants where his office is. Do you, Adrian?
This is Nick, by the way. It's come to
hello, dog.
I could get my dog. I could get my dog. Si, introduce yourself. I call you Simon. I'll tell you for why. Dave, how confusing was Donna about Si and Simon?
Oh, said Si Webber's coming on the show and she thought we were on about Si Fines.
So, yeah, do you know, I've had that quite a lot.
No, Si Webber. So, I know and prefer
I think we look similar.
I don't. I think you're 10 times the man he is.
Yeah, you do look a bit. Donna obviously has printed a poster out and laminated it and put it on her bedroom wall. But yeah, I think a lot of people
actually he's not joking there.
No, and she had to laminate it as well for certain reasons. But yeah, I think a lot of people naturally get confused. We've had Si Fines on the show. He's like famous now, and with his
he's great.
I still prefer Si Webber.
Yeah, Si Webber. Whatever. You can call me whatever you want. Obviously, yeah.
So, what on earth? So, what you guys have done is, I'd say, probably the biggest free thing for the metal detecting community for the last, many years. What on earth made you come up with the idea of, let's do it? And luckily, you know someone who's a techno
before
geek.
You answer that, many people are asking why you're wearing my shirt.
Which one? The Manticore one?
No, the one that's 17 sizes too
big. No.
I think obviously, Stop Wishing Go Digging.
Sorry, those who don't know, tell us about Stop Wishing Go Digging. It's an important thing, actually.
Well, I started it because I wanted just to record what I was finding. Started going on weekenders and started doing barbecues, and we all just started get together, and we just have all these sort of Facebook friends, but also people that were in our local club, and they were a lot of old boys, didn't record anything, and we just sort of built up this really random group of people that all come together. We all meet up on weekenders. It's like it's really corny, but it's like a big family now. We all know each other. We all look after each other, and it just scaled. It just was something that I started for myself with a few other people. We'd go out, we'd just post up what we found and just record digs and funny anecdotes for the weekend, and then it just scaled really. And I think to lead on really from that and all the people that give so much on the group, we kind of wanted to do something to kind of give back. I just think Facebook is slowly dying. And I feel the interactions are not what they need to be. I think
diluted, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just wanted to put my thoughts of keeping something simple in an app, just running through that journey of I'm going out digging. I take my phone out. I want to take a snap of a find. I want it to record and store it in a file later. Record where it is. If it's something good, I can email the flow. if I want to. So we just wanted just a real simple kind of tool that everyone would use and we would use as well. And I said to Matt, look, Matt, I want you to do something that's going to just keep it simple. That's just going to deliver what I want. And obviously Matt's the techie, and we ended up coming up with this app, which I think's personally, and thanks for your nice comments, is brilliant. It's just simple, clean, functional, and really useful. And I don't think people on that basis, people about posting their own file. The beauty of it is you can do as much or as little as you want. Even if you just wanted the app just to record where you go personally, just to store your finds, or just have a digital log of everything that you found metal detecting, anything that's treasure and stuff like that. You can keep it all private, all personal, or you can share on the data feed, a bit like an Instagram type vibe, or record your digs, your permissions, see where you've been, your hotspots in your field as well. And all that's all downloadable and all private and all confidential. So you can dip into it and out of it as you see fit, really. So I know you've both had a go on it. So it's interesting to see what you feel about the functionality of it.
I think probably about 3 or 4 years ago, there was a website set up called Detector Network. I stumbled across it, and I'm not one for Facebook or I dabble with Instagram. I used to put a load on Instagram, but then one of my permissions where I find good stuff, the landowner went, don't post it. I don't want people to see where you are, what you are, and all that.
Yeah.
Because Facebook is open to billions of trillions of people. The Detector Network was a really good setup. It was very similar, not as good as what you've got, actually, to be honest, wasn't it, Dave? Because it didn't have
to be fair, it was all right, but it was, as we found, he completely cloned a well-known app. He cloned it completely, and utilised it. And it was
then
good,
he started. We had Addicted to Bleeps on there, Digador, and a lot of people on there, and there were no adverts, which I will. As far as I'm aware, on your app, there's no adverts. It's literally like Facebook 10 years ago. And if you want to download it, go to that website below, and you can put it on your phone. And I think you're right. What you said about Facebook, it's slowly disintegrating for metal detectorists, because if you put a find up, people will comment, and there's someone from Kazakhstan. I bought a metal detector, and it's all tut. It's all tut. It's an absolute nightmare. Whereas this is a nice niche product. I've been on it. I've played with it, and I didn't find any bugs or anything like that. It worked really well. I think I had some screenshots, Dave, because
one of the best things for me when we talk about simple is that when I press on the app logo on my phone, it's there straight away. There's no lagging, there's no crap because there's so much information coming through. It's there straight away. It's easy.
Well, I mean, the nice thing with it, we did a lot of testing with it. Well, I say a lot of testing. We basically, some selected members of the group said, look, go out and try and break it. There's a few things that Matt's sort of jumped on and worked through, but he's been super good at trying to rectify any little niggles. But apart from that, I think we've had a fairly good run with it, really. I don't think it's not
here we go.
The fun that we've had has been very, very small, and I think that's just down to the simplicity of it, really, just keeping it simple and functional.
I mean, there's been a few, but yeah, we've got there, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I'm just about to.
Do you know how many years, Matt, I've been trying to get Si to come on the show?
Yeah, quite a few.
Let's say that.
And now he's on here. It's as simple as I said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's great. It's great for Si to, you know, for me, I've known him for a long time, and he's always been very passionate about metal detecting, and he has always encouraged new people to go out detecting and stuff like that. And then, you know, I remember when he first started the Stop Wishing Go Digging Facebook, and he had like 2 members and then 3, and then it just started growing and growing and growing to what it is now. And he puts a lot of time and his own effort into like the hobby and supporting people, whether it's from like the gold caps, where he's got one on now. I don't get one yet. So, and little things like that, and just creating a little community where people can get together and have a little chat and a little bit of banter and things like that. So yeah, that's the way I see it. Yeah. So yeah.
So if I just go to the app, so as soon as you download the app, there's simple, clear instructions on how to do it. I'll share that.
I like the font that you've used as well, because it's very easily readable. It's not hidden away. It's not melting into other bits. It's perfect for me. The perfect font.
Oh, thank you.
I have to give that to my friend Ian Collett. He is a designer, and he said to me, change the font to this. So I did. So I can't take credit for the font, but I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
So can we just expand on this, sharing your finds on the app?
Yeah.
So we've got here, you can, I don't know if that's zooming in.
Yes.
So here I've,
So there's a discovery map. Yeah. Matt put football stadiums on it as well. I don't know why. I detest football, but he's put football stadiums. But the discovery map basically is just an overview of major finds, isn't it, really, across the country, well-documented ones. And you can click on them. You can see a little bit about the local history. Obviously, with the map, you know, I think you commented, Adrian, a little while ago just on how accurate is it. I think, how many miles are the hordes within? Was it 20 miles?
With the hordes, the hordes were within a few kilometres. They can't give the horde, obviously, coordinates out. But all it is that's just a little bit of a fun thing. And you can turn the horde filter off. But where it's got a H, you can click on that, and that will give you the details of the horde. And it will give you just a brief description. So if you're interested, you can read about it. And then you can also flick through the filters there, because if you've got any perms and stuff like that you want to research, you can use the LiDAR settings on there. You can also go through the Victorian maps through. We've got those filters on there. So they're just like, this is where I live and this is where my nearest horde is. And you can research it. That is just purely really a research tool. And something that if you want to, you can log your finds, and it will show your finds on there, but that'll only be to you. And that's why if you go on to there now, you can't see any of my finds. And I'm a big Liverpool fan, so I've got Anfield on there because there's silverware.
You see, I've got a lot more respect for Matt now, far more respect inside for Matt.
Yeah,
I just saw Bob Hance's Lucky Bob's comment. Nice of him to dress up for the show.
In Dave's t-shirt.
So yeah. What we try to do is just create one app where it's just got a load of useful tools, and also a little bit of somewhere where you can show off your finds, a bit of bragging rights to people that this is some of my nice finds and stuff like that. And just put everything in one place for people to use.
And you can obviously share your finds. You can log it for yourself. So this, if you're talking to the flow, you can put. And this is interesting. Analyze with AI.
Yeah. See this. I'd be interested to see what you say. So, the nice thing with AI is obviously it learns, doesn't it? And I think we hope it's been a bit hit and miss, the AI. We wanted the AI function on there because I think when we get more users and more data, that AI model is obviously going to learn and probably be a bit more accurate than it currently is now. But, you know, a bit like anything, I think it is slightly hit and miss on the AI, but I'd like to think the more users that input and use it, and take it a little bit with a pinch of salt to start off with, we'll probably develop that further. Don't you think that?
Well, for people like me, who generally isn't fantastic at identifying coins, if I stick something on there and the AI assists me, what more could I ask?
Yeah.
It's just a tool, another tool that we tried to put on there that, do you know what? It's not going to be 100% accurate because you're asking it to visually inspect an image and identify what it is. I mean, I'm not being funny. I'm sure there's some experts in this field or people that have been in the hobby for a long time that you can be out in the field, you can dig something up, and someone goes, do you know what that is? And the person that's been digging for 20, 30 years goes, I've not got a clue. And you've got to
you're right. It could be a silver button. If you're new to the hobby, it could be a bent up silver button, or AI will say, no, that's a hammered coin. Do you know what I mean? The people forget that there's new people in the hobby. So it's one of the key things. One thing I quite liked was you're doing updates, which is quite a nice thing. So I think if I've got this tab right, you probably can't read it. I don't think I can zoom in. Does that zoom in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go there. So yeah. So we can zoom in, and this is an update in which you've done, and this is so cool because, like I said, this app's free. You haven't got to pay any money. It doesn't matter what metal detector you use, as long as you've got a decent phone, not a flip phone like Donna's got. But you can find so much. Now, this is interesting. Print storage envelope from Save. We had Relic Tag on the show a few weeks ago, and he's got an amazing thing, relictag.com, isn't it, Dave? Relic Tag. So what's this? How's this work?
Okay, so we have got similar tech to Relic Tag, and what Relic Tag's done is very good. What they've done is they've used offline QR codes, and they can store information, but it can only limit it. So you can basically put a paragraph into a QR code, and it can scan it, and it can bring that information up. So we've done that, but also what we've done is we've put a QR reference, so you can log your find, and you can print that record, and if you want, it'll print a QR code, a little storage envelope that you can cut out and make up. And what that does is it gives you the option to then scan it, and it will take you back to your find on your Stop Wishing Go Digging site. So you can type as much information as you want in there, and you can put location on there if you want, which obviously is only visible to you. You can put as many photos as you want on there and things like that. And it's just a way for someone that's, you know, I'm sure keen detectorists have got hundreds and hundreds of finds. It's just a way of cataloguing it and then referencing it back to the digital image on the site.
And you can have multiple photos of it. So you imagine you've got, like we all have, you know, a tray full of hammered coins. You could print off the little label with them. They can go in your coin tray. So if you've got them stored, and then you'll be able to just scan reference. It'll have all the backstory to it, all the multiple photos to it. So in effect, a coin full of trays, for example, in a coin envelope or a tag or something like that, you'll just be able to reference, have a little bit more detail. We will eventually get to the point where we can download that. So we actually are able to download that onto spreadsheets as well. So if you're looking to have an accurate record of data of all your coins by kings, queens, or location, you'll be able to have that into a spreadsheet as well, which you can download. So it's just a bit more depth to organise in your finds cabinet, because finds cabinet on the app is just like a visual kind of like, this is what I found. You've got your digs where you've been and what you found on your digs and the route you've gone. But then there's plenty of people out there, and I'm one of them, that likes to have a record, a spreadsheet, where I found them, what I've done, and then this is just a digital kind of like app to it, really, that you've got multiple photos and a bit more backstory to it. So,
well, I could just think, why would you use Facebook when you can use this?
I think, listen, I love Facebook, but I think I just see the interactions of the page. We got 5,000 people on our group. We know the majority of them, not sort of random people in Uzbekistan, or a lot of these people are people that we see regularly and we do dig with. But I just see the engagement's low, activities low. Obviously, the lovely thing about certainly Stop Wishing is everyone's found their buddy. Everyone's got their own group. Everyone's found their own person that's near them that they go off digging with. That's great, and that's been a blessing. But a lot of people, what I didn't want to do, and I've never been a massive poster on multiple groups, and the only reason I did mine, because I didn't really want to sort of post lots of things in multiple groups. And I just think there's quite a lot of groups now, and I just feel that it's now the app and it's just where it's going, and I think that that's going to become more prevalent in the future, really. So I think there's a tool for everyone, but I certainly think that everyone seems to be moving away from Facebook. So.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got one question: where is all the info stored, and will it be there for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, so basically, the information stored on a server like any web application. Simon essentially pays for the storage of it, and I mean, the Stop Wishing Go Digging Facebook site's been going for 10 years now, 7, 8, 9, but long time now, and it's just going to be up there. It's just, we'll constantly be there. It's very minimal. Once now we've set it up, the actual running costs are quite minimal, and then it's just the maintenance costs. So there's no reason why it should ever disappear. So yeah.
No,
I think what he's alluding to is a lot of people who do have issues with their finds location being found out. Any of that information that could be, go where they don't want it to go.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm happy. I'll give you guys admin accounts tomorrow, so you've got the same insight that I have to the app, and that is basically the only insight I see is the amount of users and the number of finds we have. I've got no location data, because you're talking about GDPR and things like that. There's legalities behind it and things like that. So we don't store any location data or anything like that. That stays with the user themselves.
I think it's quite key, because there's a lot of apps out there that do the same as what you do, but they're not socially integrated. Whereas you've got like a sort of Facebook type page.
And the privacy
and chat.
Yeah, listen. Well, this is a chat, but the privacy settings are completely at the user's discretion. Completely, they don't have to automatically upload any finds. They can lock it down completely. And certainly, with regards to how data is stored, we've obviously registered the IPO. We've done things properly. We made sure that I don't even see anyone's data. But naturally, people are like, well, you're putting permissions on there. What's going to happen? I mean, people are happy to set up an Instagram account, which I don't have anymore because I've been hacked so many times on it. They're happy to set up a Facebook account, happy to set up a free account with Argos, get 10% off to all of their garden furniture, so the data it's stored properly. We've done the right things about reporting what we should do and how we store your data, and that's available to anyone, and there's a link on the app for that if you're worried about your data. And certainly you're in control of what you see and what you share. You could lock it down, just have it on your phone for yourself and just store your photos on it, do your digs, just have it as just a digital reference book for yourself, and don't share anything, and that's completely fine. I don't want everyone to share everything if they don't want to, but it's no different than Facebook, is it? It's no different than posting to multiple people and having all your personal information on there. Whatever you put in can be locked down and stay with you, and you don't have to share if you don't want to. But I think
very highly likely, 100%, you're not sharing our data like Meta are with Facebook. Just a quick question. We've got Mark Gadsden from Down Under. He's in Australia. If I'm living in France, Italy, Spain, can I still use your app?
Under, Adrian.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's so primarily with the fines, that is primarily for the UK, and obviously I could expand that to other parts of the country, but it drags that data is dragged from a certain site, and we use an API to get that data across, and that's the only thing that won't, as far as I know, won't. He can still see the UK fines, but he won't have any horde fines in his own country, because that's only in the UK. In terms of the GPS, the tracking, the posting images, the LiDAR, and all the maps, like the historical maps and stuff, I'd have to check that, because it comes from the Scotland Maps website API. They allow people to use their filters. So I don't know in particular European countries, but you should be able to use the app worldwide. I mean, we have got users in America. I've seen logins from America and stuff like that.
People in Romania, Portugal. So I mean,
the text to tech, it should work. It should work.
I just think a lot of people are going to want this app, and it'd be so nice to have people from all over the world in there.
It would be, and that's what we really want.
Yeah, going back to what you said a minute ago about like it's like a Facebook or for metal detectorists, or like an Instagram kind of thing. Especially the homepage is that where you've got people that are putting their fines up and things like that. But it also it goes back to that, there's that log of history where people can go on there. You're not going to see your car ads, and you've been chatting to your missus about getting a new garden and got whatever pergola or something, and next minute all your ads are pergolas in gardens and stuff like that and things. It is literally solely focused on metal detecting. And to be fair, I have to say, I have to thank the people that are using it currently, because there's some stunning finds on there and some stunning photos that I think some of the guys have uploaded. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. And that's what makes the app, that home page where people are putting some of these real special parts of history up there for everyone to see. That was what I like about it, if I'm honest, and that's the thing. And you can double tap if you're on the image, if you're on your phone, to like it, a bit like Instagram, and you can comment on it if you want. And if you're not sure of stuff, you can put stuff on there like that and say, what is this? And hopefully someone will help you out.
I think the dream obviously would be to scale it. I want everyone using it. I don't want to charge for it. I think if we can get to a point where and said there is, you can ask us questions, you can log into the app, you can email us. And if there is something that we can fix and try and work on, if it's not pulling data from maps in Australia, or then we'll try and sort it out. And I think that's really one of the part of making this live really to everyone, because I want people to say we love it, but this doesn't work, or we need this, and that's really part of this journey, really, that we're committed to. We're prepared to go all the way with it. We're prepared to keep it free as well, and we're not going to charge anyone for it. It's not a money-making spin for anyone. This is purely just a tool for the hobby, really. So,
I mean, I've had quite a few people already signed up tonight from speaking.
That's good on that. Really good. The only monetization we have got on there is we've got the Buy Me a Coffee, which a lot of the free apps that people provide, they just put the Buy Me a Coffee link on there, and obviously
we've got one too, but only 2 people have ever bought us a coffee.
We've never had a coffee.
Never had a coffee. We don't have a coffee yet.
We've had 2 in 5 years, so don't worry.
So one of the things on the app is you'll notice that me and Simon have got gold rings around our avatar. So if you become a site supporter and you buy me a coffee, around your avatar you'll get a nice little.
You'll get a gold ring, Dave.
Or Dave loves a bit of
a brown one.
We all love a gold ring.
Can I just say this is quite an in-depth app for 2 guys who are metal detectorists, and
it is. I've got some questions that are arising in my own head
it's
from
quite
what
deep.
you're talking about.
It's like why have the manufacturers not made this?
I don't know. I mean, I think
They want it paid for.
we're not aiming at we're aiming at a community. This is, I mean, if one of the manufacturers want to come along and talk to us about it and take it on, I'm sure that's a conversation between Si and them. But this was never developed for that. It was all more to do with, this is something that I can give back to the people that have followed me on my Facebook journey with my Stop Wishing Go Digging site. And it was just a little give back. There's something else that he wanted. I mean, you've got hundreds of ideas and few things in the pipeline, I'm sure, that hopefully people will find out. But this was just one of the things that he wanted to do, to give back. And I suppose a space that you felt was missing in the market at the moment. Yeah.
I just think it's just people what I want it. So if I want it, it's kind of it was a bit of a passion project. Oh, I wanted it because this is what I want to do. And it just so happened there's a bit of an alignment, but the depth and the detail behind it, the app, you can go into as much of it, you can dip into it as much of it as you want. And I think as you explore it, like you obviously quite clearly have, AJ, Dave, once you explore it, you think, oh God, it does that, and oh, quite like that. And I think if you give it a bit of time and get involved in it, even simple little things like popping something into a spreadsheet and emailing your local museum about something, it's just makes your whole journey of finding something as public or as private as you want.
I think you're right.
If you can dash up a 30-second advert for it, would be more than happy to put it on at the show.
I could do one. I think if a quote from me would be from Treasure Hunting magazine, you'd have to be mental not to sign up for it. Because it's free, it's got all the stuff you need on it, and why wouldn't you use it? One theory I've got: if you get someone like, let's say, for example, world famous YouTuber John Bradbury or someone like that, who's got a find, he wants to share his post from your platform on social media. Is that something which, I know it's detracting from it, but it's all traffic. And if I was on Facebook and I saw a post saying John Bradbury's found 1972 2p, but he found it through your platform, is that something you could integrate in the future?
Well, we've integrated. We've integrated. Sorry, we've integrated that data, but at the moment, that's only going to the private Stop Wishing Go Digging group.
If people want to share it to their own post, it's something I can look at and get that to their own.
Yeah, I think because it's like you'd see that and think, oh, it's all happening there on the Stop Wish and Go.
Yeah, I mean,
and you think like I'll go there rather than the Book of Faces, which is full of shit.
Yeah. I mean, it comes. I'll have to look. Yeah, it's all possible, and yeah, I'd love to do that. Facebook have certain things, and they try and put certain blocks and things on stuff. I can have a look at it, and yeah, it's something I'd like to do. But yeah, if there's a way to do it,
I'm just thinking if a certain person found a hoard and pasted it on your app,
that's the dream.
Yeah, and you could then share that on X or Facebook, and then the local
talk about that. And I think, I think that would be silly not to go down that route.
Yeah.
But then it gets about who sees it, privacy as well, and you know.
Yeah, you give them the option. You give them the option. Share. Yeah.
And we were playing about with that, with just downloading stuff just to the Facebook Stop Wish and Go digging site, just to download some pictures just to see what was happening.
Yeah.
And we didn't know whether it was just a case of just getting a link back to the app. But you know, this is all kind of new, and this is all kind of the journey that we're going on. And the more people that join it, the more people that express some tweaks they want to do to it. You know, like I said, we'll get involved and do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's regular updates. I mean, for all the new users and you guys today, you would have saw that the update on there, and it had the the Big Detecting Show announcement on the site on there as an update today. So, and we've been working. Simon raises things with me. One thing you mentioned earlier in the show is about the speed of the site. For the last couple of weeks behind the scenes, we've been working on that, just tweaking things, and we're constantly doing that, just constantly tweaking things. We'll take on people's ideas if you've got any suggestions or any directions you want to go. There's certain areas of it that we may eventually strip back, because this has been, developed with people using it. We wanted people using it and adding features, or maybe taking things away that are not necessarily used. Because at one point I was looking at geofencing for GPS data and stuff like that, and then it's like, well, actually, who's going to go into a field and the little tiles you get, you could pin them over a field essentially and create a GPS network for your phone. And what it does, it increases the accuracy of your GPS location. So it's like, yeah, we can add that, but actually in real terms, who's actually going to use it?
No one's really going to. I think you just, we talked about that, and the last thing I'm going to do is going to start doing it. And it very much selfishly probably just goes, would I do it or would I want it?
Yeah.
And Matt's obviously a techie, so his brain is different to mine. I mean, obviously Matt can have a conversation. Normally IT techs normally don't say much, but I think very much at the moment it's about would someone use it and do we want it? But we're still very open to everything. So, but I'm pleased you like it.
Have you got push notifications on there?
Sorry,
but say again.
Push. Yeah. So
no. I was going to breach onto that a second ago when you were saying about the Facebook share. Push notifications is what we're looking at, and that's one of the next updates we're looking to bring, because I think with push notifications, what it does is it's that constant reminder, and that bring that user back, doesn't it, to the app and stuff like that. But with push notifications and stuff like that, it's all additional costs and things like that. It's like,
I was going to say,
we could put this on for 90 quid a year. You can get like a Google developer license. 90 quid, you get a Google developer license, and that's it forever. For iPhone, Apple, I think it's per year.
iPhone quid.
And these things are all possible, but it's all budget. You know what I mean? It's something that we want to keep for free. We could
buy my coffee.
Yeah, but buy side hundreds of copies, and it'll be on every app, in all the app stores, and And
can we change buy a coffee to buy a Stella?
Buy a Stella. Buy me a Stella.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I'm not drinking Stella tonight, but I normally am drinking Stella.
Andy T over in Canada asked, does a sign-up block foreign domains like .ca Canada, no verification link?
Shouldn't do. I mean, I'm on the Stop Wishing Go Digging Facebook, so if people need to find me and they've got any questions or having any issues, they can just message me direct, and I'll have a look at it and I'll try and solve any issues. And if that's creating an account for someone because of or restrict, if there's any limitations, it just might mean needing a little update, which I can work on in the morning and give some feedback and say, yeah, it's done, try now, or I've set you up an account, here's your password, log in, reset your password. For a few times.
Apparently someone sent you a coffee.
Oh, first one. Thank you for that person. Thank you very much.
Who was it?
Michelle Green.
No, there's a few more.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. That's Paul and Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Carl Ellis said as well, I think, in the chat, he got him a copy as
Carl
well.
Ellis sent me. It's me one.
Oh,
everyone wants to go ring you.
He's one of the two.
I think one thing I would say, when you go to the stopwishinggodigging.com on the browser, so let's say you're thinking about it, there's no contact support or FAQs. That's only me personally saying that. So I go on the web link that we got there, and I go on the homepage, and it takes me to the browser-based version. There's no. It just shows me what it's about. There's no about us or that's just a personal thing for me. There's no about us or support.
I mean, if you're doing your FAQs, you've got a perfect platform tonight to be able to come up with the answers, because we're going to ask the questions, hopefully, and the people who are watching are going to ask the questions that other people might want to know the answers to. One thing I can answer, I do believe it's definitely available on iPhone because he's a chav and he's got an iPhone.
Yeah. I've got Android as well, and it works on both really well. That's nice. Wayne Rowlands. Oh, thank you for everything you do, Simon Webber. You're a true gent, mate. And thanks for having me. Lovely group.
Sorry about this.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Who's that? Is that Graham Dempsey?
My neighbour.
Do you live next door to Buster Blood Vessel?
He moved next. He's moved next door to me. He's been quiet. He snuck in.
Is he going to sing Lippo Fatty for us in a minute? Is he going to sing Lippo Fatty for us in a minute?
Voldemort last week.
It's Graham Dempsey. Sorry, he's Graham Dempsey's son.
I'm his love child. Yeah. Go on, let me get
Another one. Talking of love child, are we doing spin the coil?
Here's Graham Dempsey. What are you doing there?
It's my neighbour.
What do we shit hat on?
That's my next door neighbour.
I tell you what.
Shut up.
How's Si got Graham to come on the show because he won't come on for us?
He just lives there.
Where is he?
I didn't understand what he said.
He lived.
I understood.
He lives round the corner.
Practically
neighbours. How are you?
Practically neighbours. Now he knows where I live. I can't get rid of him.
It's the second time.
Graham, plug the microscope. Plug the microscope competition.
Yes, we got. Is it now 2 more days to go on the treasure hunting magazine competition to win the digital microscope and essential cleaning kit. So if you haven't done it, get it done, get it signed up, and it's a good freebie.
Treasurehunting.co.uk. Click on competition. anyone can enter, and they'll win a digital microscope and massive cleaning kit. Great,
Yeah,
move
same
on.
way.
I've got a hat in as well.
So I just
Oh,
say,
you got-
Graham, your little picture that's on your YouTube, it doesn't look like anything like you're in reality.
It's catfish.
You look about
That was me.
46 years younger.
Well,
Sorry,
nearly, yeah.
what do you-
I was 65 years younger.
Sorry, what do you think of them Wimbledon Stellas? They're a bit weird, aren't they?
They are a bit weird. And I haven't found the what because they do a white one, don't they? If you win a ticket to Wimbledon, not that'll go. But they are. I'm not loving them if I'm honest.
Are you
No,
really
I'm
sort
not.
of like come to the realization that you should never have put that T-shirt on tonight yet?
Yeah, I'm come to the risk,
God.
and I should never put the fire on. I've got the bloody log fire on. I'm sitting there sweating.
Blazing. Blazing.
Right, are we doing Adrian's wall?
And hold on, Graham, I've told him not to say anything, but you've got another product in the work as well.
That's right. Yeah, we've still got some little glitches to sort out on the mystery
Maybe tomorrow.
mystery product. Yeah, I'll catch up with you tomorrow on that one. Yeah, but yeah, it's all going well. Trials have gone really impressive. You've seen it as well, haven't you? So you've had a little play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we get it, it'll be immense. It will. It'll be immense. We've just got some little niggles to sort out, and then we'll hit the market hard with it.
It's still, he's told Si, but he's known me longer, and he hasn't told me. And I'm supposed to.
No, he said I had a little fiddle with it.
Yeah, he played with it.
Ah, we're talking
Yeah,
different.
he had hold of his shaft. We're gonna make a purple one, aren't we, mate? Yeah.
Size
Right,
of
this-
Graham Shaft. You need to make a sticker about that, Adrian.
I need a
Size
wheel.
of
Give the prize away tonight.
I need a wheel.
Right,
So
we
Give
have
the prize away.
we're giving a prize away, are we?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, it's
I
spin the
need to
coil time. Si and Graham will pick the numbers, and Matt, obviously. Adrian will do things,
Yeah.
and I'll read out the thingy, the guesses. There is a prize from Mr. Dempsey this evening.
Yeah, mystery prize.
Mystery.
Yeah, I forgot I have to do that, don't I? That's what you're waiting for, isn't it? You're waiting for me for a change.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, you go in the middle, mate.
It's that time of the night. It's Adrian's Wall. The time you've all been waiting for. Jeff Block's got the app, but not received message in my email to click the link. Just wait, Jeff. Be patient. Adrian's not going to reveal what it is.
Because we're massive.
I had never heard of one of these, and I'm just going to check exactly what it is again.
I think you got to take the first word, Dave.
I am. My daughter's sneaking into the way. Oh, that was it. So, Si, pick a number, please.
22.
All the twos, 22.
Quack, quack.
Ooh.
Now, if you take it in turns between the three years to pick the numbers, and I will read people's continuous same guesses. No, it's not a pipe tamper. It's not a pipe tamper.
Number 11.
It's
Ooh.
not a Roman strigil.
Go on, mate.
I'll go SG8, please.
Number 8.
Number 8, Stevie G.
It's not.
Shit.
Oh my God.
No, this happens. I
Someone's
think
got it.
Brick wall.
Someone's got it.
Shut
Someone's
up.
got it. Honestly.
Who? No.
And it's
They
not a
haven't.
normal person who's got it.
You are joking.
I'm not.
Serious.
I'm
Go and
putting
read
it
it
up at the
out.
bottom of the screen.
I can't see the screen.
Shoe pattern. Yeah.
A shoe
Oh,
pattern.
God, Graham got it.
by Kernel Fishing Gran. So, Kernel Fishing Gran, you've won yourself a nice prize from the Composite Cleaning Pencil. How the hell did you? I'd never even heard of them.
So,
I'm a foot pattern.
yeah.
And closely after it, Dean Who's Your Daddy got it as well.
Neil Young got it as well, didn't he?
Kernel Fishing Gran, if you could contact us via thebigdetectingshow.com, send a message to Adrian there, and Adrian will
website, that is the website.
The website. Adrian will get your details over to Mr. Dempsey, who will. Right, I've said it before. Why Kernel Fishing Gran? Found one back in the 80s. She found one back in the 80s. Well, I think it's a she with the Gran in the title. Kernel Fishing Gran. Explain Kernel Fishing Gran. You said it before, but I can't remember. A pattern keeps your shoes out of the mud. Adrian, you didn't tell us about the pattern.
No, but I showed it on the computer screen. People, anyone who's listening on their first car in the morning, driving their Capri to work or whatever. I don't know why my head's suddenly disappearing tonight. Must be my camera.
It might be growing, mate.
Yeah,
it could be.
Matt, I've got a question, and it's a question from me. So you mentioned about when you're in the field, you can actually track your location, where you've been, etc., etc.
Yeah, field
mode. Tell us a little bit more about that, because obviously that's something that I've only been I've seen via that app that people on bikes use. That I'll never.
I've just gone to the toilet.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
the boring bit goes. Yeah, we'll crack on with that. GPS. It basically what it does is it as accurate as it can be. It will mark your location in the ground basically, and after the session, you can review and see where you've been, and you can see if you've had any fines or any targets and things like that. And I noticed it the other week when I went on a dig, and I saw someone have a bungee with a spade behind them and dragging it along in the ground, and it almost left like a little trail of where they've been. And it's just like, again, it's a tool. We're not saying that, this is going to mean you're going to be digging up hoards, because if we did, everyone would be all over it. It's a tool to try and help you identify like hotspots. Oh, I dug up this here, I dug up this here, I dug up this. And it's like, oh, actually, there's a little bit of this field that is producing what you're looking for. And that's all it is, really. It's just a tool that we wanted to allow people to take a quick photo of a find when they're digging, or just mark a location, really, and just, we're in a data-driven society now where everyone's looking at this, that, and why shouldn't metal detecting be any different? Where people are going, right, okay, I'm going to research my permission or where we're going digging tomorrow. I'm going to do all the vintage maps. I'm going to do all the inlays that we've got, the 1800 inlays and stuff like that. I'm going to have a look at the LiDAR. I mean, I don't understand it. I can't read LiDAR and stuff like that personally, but I like looking at it and seeing the waves, from the plows and all that kind, the historical wave lines and things like that. So, yeah,
I think in essence, really, the field mode is just tracking your dig. So, you have got those levels of maps, which is quite cool. When you're on a field and you've got those old historic maps as well, you can see where you are and maybe any points of significance. You can start a dig. So you literally will go onto field mode, press field mode. That will start your dig. Put your phone on lock, put it back in your pocket, forget about it, carry on and continue your day digging. Obviously, if you find something, what's the first thing I do? Normally, if I find something, I want a nice clod shot or want a photo, you can pull your phone back. it will still continue to track your dig. One button, you can click on it, take a picture of that find. It records it on that that dig automatically in your find. You can continue your day. Then when you finish your day, if you finish and stop the dig, all that data of where you walked, what you've done, what you found in a digital and visual form is there for you to download and dissect later if you wanted, or just to say, look, that was my day. It's really as straightforward as that.
I mean, it also, for me, one of the things I always say to myself, I'm going to do this, is try something like that, see how many miles I've actually walked, because sometimes you'll say, oh, I've walked miles today, and you haven't. Sometimes you think you haven't done very much, and you've done
the nice thing with that, it does all your steps as well. So even if you've got like a Strava app or something like that, you know, it will tell you how much you've walked, how many kilometers you walked as well. So it's really good. It's really useful. So you can do all in one place. So we did put a lot of thought into it. So if you're into steps or how many kilometers you walked and what you found, it's all under that field mode. So field mode is really good. It's my favourite part of the app.
Sorry to butt in. Graham, one of Graham's love childs is here. Tom, my son. He wants to say hello. And also happy birthday to Uncle David.
Uncle Dave, happy birthday.
It's his birthday next. No, it's not long. It's soon. Dave's
10
birthday.
days.
Yeah, but
Happy birthday for 10 days, and hello, Graham.
Thanks, nephew.
Hello, everyone else. How are we?
Graham, he said he's never had anyone put talc on him as well as his nana that day you had a shower with him. So thank you very much.
He is good.
Not as good as TC.
Oh no! It's another show in itself. But yeah, I think going back to the app, the tracking and everything. Again, it's like I know I keep bringing this up. Other manufacturers have brought up apps, but they haven't integrated them into a community. With actually, Quest have got an app, but it doesn't work very well.
I've got an app, and there's still people complaining about that and saying even though it's paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love, listen, I'm I love the Mineland brand, and I'm, it's
really
biggest fan. But I've gone on the Realm, and I've come back off. I just find it very. I've not really got a great attention. The app that we produced was simple, brief. You kind of got that extra level of detail, but I just find it too much effort. I don't want a load of effort. I'm going digging, want to pull my phone out, click in it, start field mode, take a couple pictures, come back, and when I'm sat on the sofa later, I can start uploading more pictures, videos, and start recording a bit more detail behind it. But I don't. I just want things. You've got to keep things simple, otherwise no one will use it. And the other apps that I've seen are just too much.
Yeah,
they're not usable. They don't make me not use it.
Yeah, I think the feedback you get as well from users, you'll actually follow up and change. Whereas big corporate companies, it's quite hard because it has to get signed off and they pay it. So your mate, sorry, I've forgotten your name. Matty. Not the other bloke who looks like Donald Trump gone wrong. Matty, if I said to you, we need to do this, you'll sit in your pants with a bottle of wine or a can of Stella, and do it when you get home from work. Whereas corporate companies, and corporate companies, it has to go through HR, it has to go through procurement, and I think it's one of the things that is a problem nowadays. But as a community app, where people do things, it shows up trackways great, footpaths since long lost, just from the heat map pattern on the map. Well done, Michelle Green, 8302. Thank you.
You can filter the heat map off if it's not if it's doing that, but I'll have a look and see if I can fix it.
It's flicking.
Because
I think she's actually saying that's a good thing.
Yeah,
You can see the map from the heat map.
Yeah.
And Michelle Green, she loves old maps as well. So she will, when Paul goes out, because I'm obviously friends with both of them, and when Paul goes out, there's nothing that she's pulled out all the old maps, and Paul's really started using it, and he's not just being nice, he's sort of saying this is pretty good, I like the maps, and Michelle likes it as well. So I think certainly as a detecting couple, it really complements both of them and just makes their digging a bit easier. But it is cool, it is really cool, and I love it. And
Jamie Barnes asked, what happens if you forget to finish the dig and drive 200 miles? Can you edit it?
It will still record it. It will still record it.
And can you edit
it? Your heat map might be a bit off.
James, you bloody idiot. You bloody ask questions like that. Of course it's going to record it. Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing. So when we started, it was just making sure it stays on when you lock your phone, so you can just lock it and forget about it, and it still records. But yeah, I have been guilty, and I haven't got a solution for it yet. But I have been guilty of. We need to get some sort of automatic save, but the actual tracking your dig, if you don't stop it, it will continue. And I don't know. I don't want to time something out because I don't know how we're going to solve that.
We're trying to continually test it and use it and stress and get the community to use it. The more people using it, the more stress it puts it under, the more problems that we'll come up with. Yeah. And we may have to be doing some more work behind the scenes, and but
Dark Knight Dissectorist said he tried the XP one, and it said he walked a straight line after he walked a random zigzag pattern. Keith Ellis says, is there a way of stopping the app tracking you through a mate's bedroom Sunday afternoon for 20 minutes?
Depends on the exit from the bedroom. If you go out the window, it's fine. But if you're out the door...
I don't think...
Canal Fishing Ground says, sent the details to Adrian. Can't believe I got him first. I never win anything. I'm stoked.
Oh, well done.
I didn't even know who it was. James Bond said it should auto stop if it reaches 70 miles.
Oh, hang on. Kerno Fishing Ground. Have you sent the details? Don't use Facebook Messenger because I don't go on it. Go on bigdetectingshow.com. Go on the contact us page. Bigdetectingshow.com. Go on the contact us page and send it there. No one.
Graham, are you actually Graham? Are you using the app?
Yes, I am, but I haven't been out.
You can't see it.
No, I can walk around an empty factory with it, but yeah, that's about it.
Many finds?
Nothing. Nothing worth bragging about.
Still trying to find everything he left there before he last went in there.
That's it.
Yeah. Interesting. Dark Knight. Go on.
No, you pulled it up. You say it.
Nobody expects an app for free, but how much are we looking to spend on the app?
It's free.
That's what I was just about to say.
It's free. Yeah. I mean, listen, as long as everyone understands the limitations of, I think it's workable as it is. However, we want to do more, but it's us doing it, and we don't want to charge for it. We want it to be free and continue for that. So we will do things as best and as quickly as we possibly can, providing it's not going to cost us a huge amount of money. Yeah. We might have to do one thing a month or not, but
sorry, before I can, Joanne, I did get your inquiry, got your details, and you will be receiving tonight's prize. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong email account. This is interesting. Chrissy Detects. No. So, I left the app on last Friday on my phone and didn't notice no different if I had any other apps. So, no, it didn't. It wasn't battery hungry, and that was for 5 hours. So I think I went out.
Not to stop it, did you?
No, I don't think it causes an issue at all.
Mr. Side Denham, lovely Mr. Side Denham says, "Is that my man, Mr. Webber? Safari is safe, mate. We'll catch up soon, and thank you kindly for lending me this cracking machine."
Yeah.
My Lab Safari, one of my favourite machines in design.
My favourite as well. I tell you, when I got
it looks so cool, but it's not that great. Recovery is really shit, and it's very noisy.
I just like the way it was. You know, they'd obviously put a lot of thought into it. You know, I think that I know it wasn't the lightest machine, but there was no cables. It was just, and I went from, I think I had a Whiteside EX, then I went to a Tessero de Leon, and then I went to a Safari, and my fine rate just, that was it really for me. Fine went through the roof, and I loved it. So.
Do you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I do not know what I did with my Safari. I love that. I even bought a 3D printed connector for the battery pack to change the batteries and like all the stuff. But I love that. Where the hell's that gone?
He's found 2 stacks and hammered with it. The Safari.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And Chrissy said it's good to know about the not draining the battery, because she records her videos on it. Hello, Chrissy.
More worried now about where my Lab Safari is.
I keep messaging.
Detectives tried one once. All he found was 2 elephants, a lion, and a giraffe. Yeah. I think he's actually taken the place of Gareth Howard tonight, because we've had absolutely no Gareth Howards.
No, but more importantly, my Lab Safari was a cutting-edge machine when it came out.
So where is it?
I'm worried now what I've done with it, because I don't sell my machine, so I must have lent it to someone.
You've somebody in with it, haven't you? In a Range Rover locked up somewhere.
Yeah, in Essex. I'm really worried now. I've lost one other machine.
All my machines, I've still got every single one, and I collect all the vintage ones as well. So I do pick up the odd vintage. Yeah,
I do.
Quite a few.
I'm a bit worried now about the Safari.
Simon might have it.
I lend a lot of machines out to people, and most of them give them back. I lost the Simplex Plus, but I'm happy with that.
He said you need to do a video of the Safari. Jace, it's hard enough to get him to do a video full stop, never mind one with the in Safari.
Yeah, I'm really worried.
All you want to lend out.
Really worried now, because that was
broke Adrian now, haven't you?
Yeah, you have.
Got an E-Track as well, or
huh?
You got an E-Track as well, or
no? I did have. My brother had. Well, we both had an E-Track, shared it. But I'm more worried about Safari, because I spent a lot of money on that.
That's my favourite machine. That was when I
like the colour. Well, the Xterra Elite Pro was like a hybrid of that, and that is a really, really good machine. Yeah. The Xterra Elite Pro, that is a really good machine. And like I said earlier, the Vanquish 540, even though it looks a bit clunky, that is a really, really good machine as well.
And I've just got the 560.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah,
because we went to. Few of the gang went to Italy, and they had the little launch of the 560 over there. So we went to the Tex Italia, and that was cool. That was a blast. That weekend was. And I just as a backup machine, but I've got one now, so I'm going to start. We were going to go out. A friend of mine, Mike, we were going to go out, and he was going to go out of his and just compare it just to see what they're like, really. But it looks good.
Yeah, I've been taking out the 540 and the 560 together, and I was saying earlier to Dave, I still love the 540. It looks like someone made it in 1990, the control box recharge, but it's a cracking little machine. It is literally it's my kids are grown up now, but if we're going out for the day to the beach, it's just literally a machine you just put in the car, turn it on, and detect, and it will find you stuff. And out of all the machines I've had in the last 10 years, I've found more hammers with the 460 than I have any other machine. And I lent it to my mate, and he had the same thing as well. He found more hammers with it. So I think it's something MindLab brought out, and some bloke on a Friday afternoon fucked up, and instead of turning it to 7, turned it to 10. And it's proper good machine.
I want to chuck in when I go abroad, just turn on go, and I tell you, it's been epic.
It's good on the beach. It's good on the beach. It's good on
great on the beach.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's so simple. So simple.
Turn on and go. Off you go.
For someone that's quite new into connecting, do you think that the reason why it is such a great machine, because you lent me the Vanquish, didn't you?
Nox as well.
The Nox, the Vanquish. So, but the Vanquish,
it's not the Vanquish, Matt. It's the Vanquish.
The Vanquish.
Dave calls it. That's what he called the Chinese ones.
Do you think the detectors, once because I've got a 600 and I like it, but from using a Vanquish to a 600, you've got settings, and all of a sudden, because I'm from an RC background, and as soon as you give anyone settings on anything, they start playing around, and everyone, I'm not saying they're wrong, but everyone's got an opinion, and everyone will say this is the best setting and this is the best setting. But is there something about just getting a machine, turning it on, factory settings, and just taking it out?
I mean, the presets are pretty good on most of them. I mean,
yeah, of course
they spend millions of pounds on the presets. I mean, everyone tweaks them. Everyone's got their own, own program they've created by notching the sensitivity down a couple of buttons. But reality is they spend a lot of money, and they want you to find stuff, take out the box. The presets tend to be pretty good.
Yeah, I will go down the car analogy route again now. In modern day, here we go. Dave's going to find the sound effect. So if you have a car or a company car, so you get company car. Let's say I get a company car and I get a Ford Kia, a Kia Chunky Monkey or whatever. It's got all the electrics, all the hybrid, DSG and everything. I drive that car A to B, no problems at all. Suddenly, someone gives me a McLaren sports car. So that's like your top level fast car. I've got a manual gearbox. I've got suspension settings. I've got performance settings. I've got everything. And that's where it all goes wrong. Because you can end up crashing the car if you don't know what you're doing. And Dave said that. You're right, Matty. Turn on the metal detector. Dave, I've stopped talking about cars. Turn on the metal detector and metal detector. And we've all seen it. People finding hoards, people finding really good finds with a Garrett Ace 150,
Bumblebee,
Legend or whatever. And you've got all the gear, and I hate this saying, but it's true. You've got to walk over it. You have to walk over it.
Well,
Definitely
lots of
true.
people have.
Gareth's in the chat now. He's woken up.
He was before.
Maybe
He's been alphabetizing art pamphlets. He said.
Oh, not in public.
There's lots of people with saying good things about the app. Thank you for doing it for free. Thank you.
That's very nice of everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show tonight, etc., etc. And there's quite a few people have also. Well, you'll see when you log onto the app background later. You'll see how many people have added the app themselves tonight. So hopefully it's something that will snowball from the show. People who are watching it tonight, people who are watching it on YouTube, and people who listen on the podcast that will all jump on board.
Thanks for letting us use your platform, and sorry it's taken so long to get me on the show.
And how easy was it, Si?
It was, it was a piece of cake. I had I was panicking a little bit. So I had Mac. I was got to get here early. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh, bless you.
Can't log on, and I smoked loads of cigarettes, and I was running, and it was just a link. I sent the link to my work laptop, clicked on it, and that was it. Accepted mic and cameras, and away we went. But then just before we went live, I don't know whether you could see it. We've got this. What is it?
We've got an Osmo
thing. And just before we didn't plug it in, so just before we went live, the whole camera flopped down and
like it did before.
So yeah, it was easy. So thanks for the invite. And
listen, you're welcome on any time. If you ever want to come back on, just talk metal detecting. We'd like to just talk metal detecting with you, solely.
Yeah.
Not because you've been metal detecting for a number of years, and we'd love to have you back on about that.
Fantastic.
If you ever want to come back on, like we've said to Graham a million times, if you want to come on and discuss any new additions to the app, anything different in the app, how the app's going, if you want to come back on and re-promote it again in the future, just give us a shout and we've always got space available.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Great. It's flown by. It's absolutely flown by, to be fair.
And maybe I'll Gate Crush it again.
And now I've got this retrobate.
It's the only way to get Graham on the show. We want Graham to come on the show and talk solely about his metal detecting, but he hates coming on.
Yeah, sorry, is your wife in bed?
He's camera shy, isn't he?
I don't find much.
Sorry.
Take me out.
Now the job is he's moved here now, and now there's an expectation level. He goes, "Oh, sorry, you're going out this Sunday." So, it's always that awkward question, isn't it?
The guilt trip,
You've got a perm, the farmer's cool with you, just go in, you've got a great relationship, and then it's the, can I bring a mate question.
Yeah, but his mate's me.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Have you got any kids?
Yes, I have, 2.
Are they in bed?
Upstairs.
Have they got locks on their doors? Nothing to do with Graham there.
Because what it is, we've just had a message off Nugget Nonce, and he's around to have a look at your paneling.
Anyway, I don't really know that.
Uncle Graham's running the bar again. Right, good show tonight.
Where's the towel?
Tony Kaywood. A good show tonight, and guys, keep up the work with the app. It is absolutely stunning. Well done.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, thanks for your feedback as well. It means a lot.
No, brilliant.
Thank you all and Graham for joining us tonight. Unexpectedly, we thought it was Lord Voldemort or Buster Blood Vessel, and we will be back next week at the same time with Mr. Gary Cook and John Lydell.
Oh yes, RCM
coming. RCMs, which we hope to see you all.
Good news, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll see Graham there. We know we'll see Graham.
I'll be there. Yeah, you'll be there. So
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you all. If you're out this weekend, good luck. If you're not, hard luck.
Good luck.
See you all next. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.